Hey guys, Omni here. Welcome back for another episode of the Fall of the House of Usher. These first three that we've covered already have been so much fun and wild and wicked adaptations of the tales that they are all inspired by. The next one upcoming, The Black Cat, I don't remember too well, but it's already been set up and I'm excited to see, again, how we twist this, how we turn it, and how this entity that Carla Gugino is playing sneaks into and creeps into this story. How this is all being manipulated and threaded and all this, the family drama, everything just has me sucked in. The direction, the visuals, all of it has just been so fun. So I can't wait to jump right into this. So that's what we're going to do. If you want to see the full length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. It is a watch along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes and reaction the entire episode. Over there, you also get to suggest and vote on what movies to react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind the scenes footage, try to make it worth your while since you're going to be supporting the channel. But guys, I'd really appreciate it if you enjoy this reaction to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really does help out these videos. And thank you to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for YouTube. And that all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into Episode 4, The Black Cat. Here we go.
I need a black cat. Female. About yay big.
He's trying to replace it and hoping that his significant other already doesn't find out that he had to replace the cat because somehow a knife ended up in the cat.
Our guests get 1 week to find a home. This isn't a no-kill shelter.
Aww.
Oh, these two. Not black, but siblings. I'd ask you take them both, though. Keep them together. It's important with siblings, really. You keep them together.
Yeah, you do.
What about that one?
No, not available. We've already had 4 applications for her online. But there are some really lovely cats who won't make it if someone doesn't intervene.
She's trying to get him to make a choice. Yeah, uncanny, right? Probably isn't even real. This is the choice. You could save any one of these lives, but you want to choose.
I will adopt every cat in here and donate it to an orphanage.
Oh, I mean, that's not a bad deal.
You little fucker, you saved my life. Oh, sorry. I guess Daddy's out getting a latte or something.
Oh! Uh-oh.
No. No, that's bollocks. No, she's not.
Oh, he just found, yeah.
It's amazing how far you can get on denial. You know why so many people use denial to get by?
Lenore keeps texting him.
The thing about denial is sometimes problems do just go away on their own, so it makes it feel like denial works. The placebo effect.
The hell's going on down there?
This is your lab, your animals.
I don't know. I didn't send her there. Maybe the $50 million bounty had something to do with it?
The f you've been doing to those things.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you've turned them all against each other with that more than normal.
We're at battle stations. I'm the commanding officer. I don't want to hear anything but sir. Yes, sir. You get me?
Oh my God, man. It's so cold, callous.
Excellent.
And
now that that's out of our systems, we can head outside and Leo will do his part.
No wonder they're all so fucked up.
I like it. Cut me out of will.
Give my share to the next junkie tart you find at the ER.
Ooh. Mark Hamill, man.
The night guard was supposed to be Philip Fasulo. He works most weeknight shifts. Someone from corporate called his supervisor, stood him down. We don't know who called, and we don't know who that woman is.
Do we have audio?
We do not.
Why the f not?
That isn't really a thing, typically with security cameras.
Enhance.
That also isn't really a thing.
Yes!
See it all the time on TV. They hit a button that enhances it.
You can zoom in, but that doesn't actually...
Yes. Thank you.
Do we think this is the same woman from Perry's Club?
I can't confirm that yet.
Well, we don't need to confirm anything, do we, Arthur? Tell everyone to take up arms. We are at war.
This is getting so intense and interesting, man.
Whoever the f this woman is, find her now.
I mean, we haven't even made arrangements for Perry yet, and now we have to, what? I mean, how does it work? Double them up? I mean, what's worse, a double funeral or having to attend 2 separate ones? I don't even own anything funeral black. I don't even own a black suit. Oh, no, wait, that's not true. I do have one, false alarm. It's just satin.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, I can hear Camille's voice in my head right now. Satin is silk for poor people, and no one should wear it to a funeral unless they died in it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that line in the trailer. Scratch is looking a little nasty, isn't it? Oh my God, you fucker.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Mr. Dupin and I were just discussing the parameters of contempt of court, Mr. Pimp. Yours and his own, seems.
I'm afraid it couldn't be helped. The Usher family has sadly been burdened by another death in the family. Camille Espana is dead, so I apologize. It has been a busy morning. The family, understandably, is in shock. I'm afraid I have no further information at this time.
The government was, of course, unaware.
We are going to reconvene Monday. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Arthur, not now.
Damn. I will appreciate these short little tastes of Nicholas Lee, man.
She was here after you or after the
Oh,
tech?
God, just ask me already.
Is it you? Maybe you talked to the feds. Let's get a leg up on the others. Didn't think we'll go this far, and now there's no way out.
Might be a twit.
Monkey itself might be a goddamn crime scene. Should I just pull the plug, Vic? Put this out of its misery, just free up some money for Leo's video games or Tammy's bugs?
Okay, well, look, we're moving to human trials.
It's not ready! God damn it, she's just willing to do anything to keep this alive.
It's important. More than
Because
you know.
he needs it.
It's important.
Calling it.
We've been through her primary phone
How?
with the password.
You have her password?
We have all your passwords.
I guess that makes sense.
The only thing, and this is delicate, so I'm gonna need you to treat this delicately. Do you understand?
I understand. I don't actually understand.
Mark Hamill is perfect for this.
No, that isn't hers.
We're sure it's hers. We can't open it though.
Well, I'm telling you, this isn't hers.
Oh, that's the one Prospero gave her. Enhanced. Ring a bell. Found a different angle. But looky, Lou, who it is.
Don't be stupid, Madeline. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Oh, is it the old dive? That old bar? Is that where she's at? The Raven! Dude, I wish I want a Raven, man. I'd love to have one as a little companion. Why is he hearing it?
What are you saying there?
Jeez.
Back to this play.
Seem like waivers, most of these.
And once again, like to further my theory that she's death, she was at that shelter and she was trying to get him to save the cats that were about to be killed that day or that week or whatever. They were literally on death's row there. If they didn't get adopted, they were going to be put down. But he went to the ones that was already going to be safe and sound regardless because it benefited his cover-up.
I guess it's kind of like why this opportunity is, well, it's going to you. Do you actually need it?
That's why I'm particularly grateful for
Oh, and
this.
she's... They know it's not ready for human trials, and she's going to be the human trial, and that's the test, if she's willing to go through with it. That's her test. Her choice to put her life in the hands of this prototype.
Data about your heart and entire vascular system, evaluating its efficiency. It can locate blockages before they become clots or strokes. And this can help prevent numerous cardiovascular issues.
I mean, it would, if it worked, the thing would be revolutionary.
When do we start?
I just need a couple more days to make sure everything's above board. Yeah, we don't know.
Dude, it just shows off how talented she is playing all these different variations, these other guises, these characters all at once. It's so cool.
You know, she's very, very excited about this too.
Yeah, she doesn't know about this though. She's doing this to cover her ass with her father.
Do you have, I mean, I know you kids these days, you can hack into all sorts of things, can't you? Teenagers, you're all about hacking into stuff?
Not really. You're thinking of hackers.
Not every child's a hacker.
The wallpaper on that one's factory preset, if it matters.
What does that mean?
I mean, Mom uses pictures of cakes.
That's right, she did, didn't she? So probably not hers.
That's what you want to believe. Well, it wasn't hers originally.
I don't get it. I took enough of those little yellow pills. I should be in a 2-day coma.
Yeah, I can do it.
Well, now that you mention it.
Seriously, that's what you're thinking about right now.
People grieve in different ways.
Oh, it'll help you sleep.
That's one way to do it, I guess. Something else is going on, though. Ooh. Still can't get comfortable. Fucker's closer, isn't it? Oh, we just slapped him in the face.
I'm sorry.
And it's gone. Oh, it's not. Oof.
I'm familiar.
I bet you are. How many nights did poor Ernie bear the brunt meant for me?
I'm familiar.
Napoleon was most like me in this way. Of all of them.
Oh. He goes by Leo, but he's Napoleon. I gotcha.
So instead of lashing out at your employees, you pour your energy into kickboxing.
Oh, fucking Jesus! I was literally about to say, I wonder when he's going to be visited again.
I was talking, Jesus!
Wow, his response was to yell at this specter.
You talk about displacement all you like. You don't point that shit at me. You understand? I will knock your goddamn lights out. You raise your voice at me.
You're right.
It wasn't at you. That's the thing, though. Oh.
Respect you, Augie. I do respect you. I always have.
You've had a funny way of showing it over the years.
God, man, that got me. Holy shit. I wasn't expecting anything from Up. Always the sides, around, background, lingering, but not... Buzzer? Oh, interesting.
I have 36 names on this list, and I've had 30 doors shut in my face. Just hear me out. I'm not after you. I just want to get to the bottom of some things, set some things right, please.
Come on in.
Now, what happens to her, though? Because she's not in the picture now. Because she seemed to be his anchor away from this craziness.
I believe some of these signatures are forged, and I believe this doctor has been enlisting some of them in studies without fully informing them or their families about possible side effects.
Much like Vic is doing right now.
Some of them are dead now, and some of their bodies, well...
Mr. Dupin,
August
And their bodies are disappearing.
confirmed that they're competent and actually consenting as well.
What are you getting at?
Well, your signature is here.
Oh, fuck.
Did not sign these particular papers, but I'm happy to look into it as soon as possible. I just don't recall, right now at least.
I see those homemade toys. Someone knit those dolls, carved that train. You guys go hand to mouth, just like me. You got another child.
He's a good guy, man.
Sleeping, I'm guessing, and I don't count a lot of bedrooms, so I figured they sleep with you. Jar of honey up there on the counter's almost gone. Dried honey on the table and floors.
This dude is a wild detective, man.
And I see the elderberries, echinacea. You're throwing a lot at it. And he's sleeping now because he was up
Nice
all night.
little,
Coffee mugs by the sink says one of you was up all night with him.
God damn, man. I mean, he's very much like this in the actual tales themselves, but this is above and beyond for what he's doing here.
You're good parents who can't afford the medicine, so yeah, you're smart not to recall. You don't want to risk it. Can't afford to say the wrong thing. Hard to say the wrong thing. Even harder to do the right thing. But if you change your mind...
Mike Flanagan really knows how to pick his people, man. These monologues are always delivered with such expertise.
They have no respect for what it takes to develop and test and market a drug. The real laboratory, okay? The real lab is the real world.
Is it though?
Because in the real world, there are side effects and surprises and anomalies and acts of God.
I mean, that's
and all of that.
true.
And we
That's fair.
weather that.
But he's deflecting right now.
My signature was forged.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. It definitely was on at least a half a dozen forms.
You a team player, Rod?
Yeah, here we go.
And I am explaining to you that this company is a team.
This guy
This isn't
is
just about sticking together. This is about
sculpting
forming a fucking
his
wall.
future, dude. Forming a wall! That's exactly what he said today!
Now, I am the commanding officer, and I don't want to hear anything out of your mouth that isn't sir, yes, sir. Do you get me?
Oh my god, this is how he had to adapt to survive in this world to provide for his family. And he's lost himself along the way.
Now, I will look into this, okay? And if there's some clerical error with your signature, well, we'll have that corrected.
He became everything he never wanted to be.
Everybody approves everything, no matter whose name is on the
Well,
form.
at least accept that he kept his family consolidated, for better, for worse.
You just remember whose team you're on, and you'll be fine.
Totally. Sir, yes, sir.
Extraordinary car, okay? This is not a car for just anybody. This is a car for somebody. You drive a car like that, you make a statement about who you are.
Yeah, you do, but it, sorry, frustrates me.
Parking it in the driveway of any house that you could ever dream of buying. Because I'm a candy man, Rod. I'm Willy Wonka, and this is my chocolate factory.
Oh my god.
One day all this could be yours, Charlie Bucket. Now let's get a drink.
Hey, okay. I at least gotta respect that reference. That's a good call. Kind of twisted and fucked up, but I like it. I like it.
They'll never trust you. You stay at Fortunato, they'll never respect you. You just ate a spoonful of their own shit in front of them and smile.
God, she is intense, man.
Not when they've watched you eat their shit. That's just nature.
She's great at like twisting, like he
Father built this company. It's
he
your birthright, Roderick. Our birthright.
God, their dynamic is so interesting.
We're gonna call him tomorrow. And you are going to become best friends with Auguste Dupin.
God, Jesus. Woof.
See this, it's nice, it's fancy, it's like a artisanal brewery or something.
Yeah, well, it's going to change again shortly. Boyfriend just resigned. He's dead and he doesn't know it.
Wow.
Hey, I was hoping for some drugs. Sorry to be blunt about it.
Wow.
I can't help but wonder why she was even at this
Perry's orgy.
Please don't say that word.
Sorry. Perry's cuddle puddle.
Oh, that I have to use that. I gotta steal that one. Cuddle puddle.
Don't go overdoing it with this, all right? Just a few bumps a day till the edge wears off.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. 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 Ooh, no. Oh. Ooh, right on the eyeball.
So,
Yeah, no, probably
I'm just
shouldn't.
gonna take this in, if that's all right.
Oh my god, dude.
All to celebrate the new lifestyle brand Goldbug, which launches on Thursday. All right, why don't y'all head backstage, get golden, and we'll see you after the workout.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Look who it is.
I'm built, and you can too. We built this city. Your best days.
Built this city. His eye must be okay if he's trying to play a shooter. Dead pigeon. I mean, that's kind of the life of having a cat, man, especially if they get out, but it shouldn't be getting out is the thing. What's in your shoe? But like when I had an outdoor cat, you would always have moles, pigeons, not pigeons, but birds, whatever, just at your doorstep. It's a gift. That's the thing. This isn't your cat. Looks like your cat, but it's not your cat.
They leave little gifts, usually to teach you how to hunt. It's harmless.
Yeah.
Unless you're a mouse.
Fair. True.
Harmless, yeah.
Well, his eye. Oh my God. That's a lot, though. That's kind of crazy.
She's in the walls.
What?
Yep.
God, just like the story, man. I love it, man. This is such a great, like, update.
Heads up.
Oh! 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 Ooh, foof. Oh, and she's missing the eye now, too, because guess what? She's the cat, like she was the ape.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Don't f***ing move! Shit!
Wow, dude. This escalated.
That's nothing.
Oh gosh, dude, he's kind of going a little above and beyond for first timey.
It's me. It's Freddy Bear. Are you awake?
Also, I didn't notice. I think she was Lizzie's mom. Liza's mom, right? The girl in the wheelchair in Midnight Mass, her mom. Why would you do that? Oh, because it's not matched to her fingerprint. What is he gonna try to do her face? I don't know if that would work.
She was standing right behind you, wearing the same wig. You had to have seen her, Bill.
Well, I didn't. Did you get a freeze frame or anything?
It's a live stream. You know I can't get a freeze frame.
Unless there was not a VOD of it, you could go back and find it, but guess not.
Look at you. You're a vision. You're thriving. You're pain-free. You are my most beautiful, perfect.
Thing is too, like sometimes if you stave off the pain so much, your body doesn't even know anything is wrong. You might not even know anything is wrong. Sure, managing pain is very important in a lot of situations, but like eliminating it wholly is just like it's.
What do you say?
I don't know. It's begun.
What's wrong? Bobby? What's wrong? What's wrong?
She shouldn't have called you.
Well, of course she should.
Dog came by a few nights ago to the house. Unannounced.
And what is it?
Cat assault. Same as mom.
Oh.
Okay. That's 5 years on the outside.
It's pretty advanced, so it's much less. And I knew vascular dementia can cause hallucinations, but I just didn't think.
There it is.
Nothing like this.
Okay.
That's why he was pushing that heart mesh so strongly.
I mean, tonight, what I saw.
Victorine will get her little heart miracle working first order.
Same as mom.
Stop.
I didn't realize that's what his mother had. Oh, he's destroyed all the walls. Oh my God. It's so hilarious to me he's using Thor's hammer to do this. Oh, wow. Also notice it's the same matching eye, too, that they have. Oh, is he gonna jump? Oh, I thought he was gonna hit the car. Oh, all the gifts were gone. Wow, well. And there was Pluto. Ooh, man, every one of these has been so good. Real quick, I did want to go back and see if I can make out any more of his little like doodads laying around. And one of the figures, going back to this one, the stand with the Han Solo gun, with the DL-44, with the Thor's hammer. I'm not sure exactly what that case is. That does look familiar. And then whatever that sword is. You also have this like what looks like a panther or a cheetah. But we got Captain Marvel right there. In his bedroom, there was that Storm statue and Rogue. Are those Star Wars books? What were those books? Yeah, Star Wars. And I can't make out what that second book is. Yeah, I can't see the other one. I know the one on the end is at least a Star Wars book. I think that's Boba Fett. I think Batman, Black Panther, an Aquaman, a Punisher down in the bottom left. Yeah, that is Guy Gardner. More swords. Oh no, that's Lando. That's Lando, I think, right there. Yeah, that's the best in focus shot. I think that's an Aquaman down there. That's either, I'm pretty sure the top middle is Lando. We got another Star Wars pistol there on the right. And I think that's Batman. I don't know what that middle is. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to go back and look at that shit. Like, this was such a wild adaptation of that. It was really fun to see how they kind of twisted everything. And again, this whole mystery with Carla Gugino's character throughout this is just fun. Oh, the way that she's just kind of in all of their lives, whether she's real or not. I mean, clearly she's interacting with people that are not Bruce Greenwood, that are not Roderick. Again, we're seeing all this from his perspective, so he might be injecting her in the story, like he himself. Like, it's just like fun that like how this plays with what is and is not something that is part of his subjective narrative. This is what he believes is happening. That he made a deal once upon a time with, I presume, death to stave this off. Maybe when he found out, maybe he had this earlier on. Maybe because he clearly knows, but how long, or did he would just get diagnosed? Said a doctor was just here and, you know, such and such and such. Clearly he was afraid this was going to be happening because they found out their mother had this as well, just like mom. And that's why all these different things are playing up. Basically his ability to try to prevent what is coming. And again, it just goes back to the two siblings, their different approaches with death, their different relationships, the different ways of combating death, while she's trying to find a way to linger on, exist beyond the mortal coil through AI, through algorithms, through the virtual space. He's just trying to prevent the degradation from happening. That's kind of the difference in their approach. The same way that they're approaching this debacle in their past about taking over this company that their mother was involved in, that their father founded, and they're just trying to take it upon himself. He's like she said, he's eating all the shit. You know, he's becoming best friends with the guy who's running the place right now. Like, he's getting in, but she's like the scalpel. She's the I don't know how to describe it. You know, she's like, you're gonna do all these things. She's guiding him through all of this. She's like the advisor on the shoulder, not the real mind behind it all, but he's just kind of got a softer approach. But we see all the lessons that his mentor, this guy, his boss, is instilling into him so that he can survive, so that he can thrive, so he can provide for his family, so that he can take this company back because they feel entitled to it because their father cast them out, didn't involve them in the family whatsoever. That has imprinted upon them. This has affected the way that they themselves have grown, have passed on these lessons themselves. Like, it's just like there's this beautiful cautionary tale of how to respond to this trauma. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. Again, not so much creepy stuff in this. We got the cat, some great visual imagery with the eyes in the distance and the onset, the increasing buildup of this story across this. I like that this, again, this is coming back to a different thing, and I bounce around a lot in this. I apologize. My brain is just all over the place when we're talking about this show. The through line of all these is the fall of the House of Usher, but I love how every episode is its own reimagining of one of Poe's tales. And it's just all really, really well done. And I love, again, coming back to the horror elements of it all. You know, being in that space already sets up a great amount of attention with this conversation between Bruce Greenwood and Carl Lumbly. This already, just because of the drawl of the performance, is just so engaging, that the setting as well is always something you got to keep an eye on. And we've seen things like in front, behind, lingering in the shadows, moving in the background, stuff like that, that are just like, how are they going to get us this time? I was waiting for it, because like every episode we'd have the moment with whoever the focus of the episode is on. Whoever's going to die in the family in this episode, it visits him during the conversation before we get to that death, to kind of foreshadow that. For us, the viewer, obviously it's already happened. We're going through the story one by one, and they're coming in that order. But man, his body falling from the ceiling, it just got me, man. As much as I didn't say it because I was holding off. I was trying to find a good place in the dialogue, in the back and forth, to be like, how are we going to see the next corpse this time? And just like in that same scene, not just moments later, just poof, and there it was. And even while expecting it, it got me. And it was just so well done. Like, I think Mike Flanagan earns his jump scares. You know, there's a lot of talk about cheap jump scares and jump scares being cheap and stuff like that. But I think there are good uses of it. I think they can be done well. And I think he earns all of his. And that was a really good one. The cat, every step of the way, is great as well, because it feeds into the paranoia. It feeds into his decision. This thing he's trying to hide, he's trying to cover up. And every step of the way, it jumps out of him. It disappears. It lingers. It's not really there. We never even get confirmation that his significant other has even seen this new cat. Not once has he seen this cat. And I like that just kind of feeds into all of this. And then him calling the shelter to come take it back. Again, just showing the fickleness of his decision to begin with, his unwillingness to commit to what he had done or anything like that. And like not even condemning it back, because people were going to get that cat. People wanted that cat. But that's the thing, that cat wasn't real. Still, too, much like the patient visiting Vic, she's like, she tested her. It's like, I know they do all these trials. They bring us helpless people who can't afford these things in because they don't want to be forthright about the side effects or anything like that. We're just kind of guinea pigs at the end of the day. That's basically what she was getting at and boiling it down to, and poking and prodding the process, giving her every chance to, call upon her humanity, her conscience, to not put this woman through this test, who, for all accounts, this test is not ready for. It hasn't passed any of the trials up until this point, and she's just pushing it, brute forcing it along because she needs it to save face with her father, because he also needs this to try to save himself, extend himself further beyond his mortality. And again, it's just one thing after the other. It's just, everything is coming back to death and our willingness, like our resolve to fight it off, rather than accept the reality of our station and our situation, or the fallout of and the consequences of our actions. And then we have a lot of other things going on too, with the revelation that they've now got this picture of who it is, this woman that they clearly, I wondered, they have to recognize her. Madeline went back to what I presume had to have been that dive that they were at before, that they visited in their youth. It's not there now, but that raven is still there. Ooh, dude, it's so good. So good how they're building this whole thing out. This through line. I can't wait to get to the meat of it. I want to know what happened. What happened in that bar? What did they talk about? What did they do before the bar? Because they were hiding from something. They were covering up something. They were creating an alibi for something they had just done. Did they kill that CEO? Is that how they they got close and then like took him out so that they could take over the company. That's a guess I've got right now for it, at least. And then we've got the phone that Prospero gave to Frederick's wife, and he's just paranoid about this. He's like, why was she there? Why was she at this cuddle puddle? Why does she have this burner phone that he can't unlock? It's not any other dates. Again, we know the code up until this point because we watched it be handed to her. I don't know what information is going to be on that phone that would help them out, though. Again, we still don't know who the mole is. I'm still on that train that it's the granddaughter. She seems the only one outside of this, and it makes the most sense too, because every episode he gets a brand new text from Lenore. And as far as we know, she's alive. She seems to be the only innocent in the family at this point. And then we also see Carla also infiltrating, I don't remember the character's name, Bilt's wife, like their thing. Like she was hiding in his live stream. I can't wait to get to that one. I'm very curious about that one. I need to read Goldbug because I honestly don't actually know if I've ever read it, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have no idea what that one's about. So I'm gonna have to check into that, or at least if I have looked into it, I've just forgotten it completely. I mean, it could be a surprise to go into it without any knowledge at all, but I need to know. I feel like I'm missing a gap there. There's obviously things I can't relate to from the source material, which I think that's kind of been fun for me going through this, because I do have an idea of what to expect in every one that we've encountered so far. Like, because I knew Murder in Morgue Row, I knew she was going to get mauled by an ape because we had already set up the apes. Obviously, we set up Pluto long ago. We saw that cat, and I knew that we were going to be addressing that. So we had this same thing of the cat in the wall, and this faux replacement cat. There's a lot of those things that were set up there that I already kind of had alluded to. Masque of the Red Death obviously was a straight up play on that one, like almost hook, line, and sinker, the whole thing. But most of these I know. It's just the Goldbug that I don't. Again, I gotta censor the shit out of this for YouTube, especially with all this substance use and whatnot, and not on top of the gore. YouTube's very sensitive with some of these things if I want to make sure that these videos survive on the platform. Is there anything I'm missing? Hey guys, Editing Omni here. So I was reviewing the footage before I posted this, and I just realized that I didn't talk about something that I thought I did talk about. Because there at the end, we had Pluto return. It very much was exactly the story he sold originally, that he must have just got out, that Pluto walked out. Because again, he made the whole fuss. There was a huge focus on him complaining about losing the Gucci necklace. That was more of his concern than actually losing the cat. The one that he thought he had murdered was just part of the hallucination. I saw earlier today too that Mike Flanagan even confirmed as much, or at least that's the intent of that read. And I thought I had talked about it, but so far I'm like almost at the end of my review and it hadn't come up. I just wanted to put this in here because I thought that was an interesting detail, and I could have swore I talked about it, but I didn't. Again, like trying to stave off symptoms, with his current wife, which is a big question. What happened to the original wife? She doesn't like all these games. She seems to be, much like Lenore, a little bit of an innocent here. She's always kind of the voice of conscience in the room. She's not in the picture anymore. I don't remember if it said what happened to her. I don't know if she passed or she was just left because she couldn't stomach, what Roderick has become. But with his current wife, she was in that accident. She's like the poster child of his current primary drug, and she's, because of everything going on, considering going off of it or whatever. And like the whole premise of the pitch for this pill was that it would eliminate pain. Like pain management is very, useful, but like it's too much of it. It's just like when you, like he's talking about here, deflection or denial isn't always an effective coping mechanism. And I think if we bury pain, now if it's like crippling pain, if you got like her, an amputation or anything, like something that's constantly bothering you and inhibiting your life, that's a whole different kind of story. But like when you're suppressing everything, your body can't tell you if anything new is wrong. Pain is our way of knowing something's wrong. Sometimes it can be anxiety, it can be heart rate, it can be a lot of different things. But, pain is one of our primary ways of survival. Ooh, stay away from that. Ooh, stay away from that. It's how we survive. So like, it's like if you cut that off, you're inhibiting a part of your survival instinct, your ability to protect yourself. It's like disarming your security system and leaving your doors unlocked. There's a fine line with that, and definitely there's a conversation that we had about in this. This show's kind of having that conversation in a way, because this is definitely pushing things to an extreme, eliminating an entire function of the body that is just there to help us. But at the same time, you know, when we carry so much pain, or we've gone through so much, whether it be physical or emotional or whatever, and there's a lot of that in this, a lot of emotional damage that we're skirting over and finding other ways around it that we're trying to, you know, avoid. Whether we see that all throughout the family, they're doing these things in very, very different ways, their own ways to avoid confronting any of the issues that they're faced with. We're seeing everybody's kind of got their own different coping mechanisms to, you know, bring comfort into their lives rather than to face any of it head on. None of these members of the family want to tackle the problem head on. They're all just avoiding things in very different ways. Anyway, you could, so far, we're only 4 episodes into this, and I feel like you could do a whole study on each one of these episodes. And that's just like one of the main things that just sucks me into Mike Flanagan's work, because I feel like he's just really, really good at tackling just humanity and the human condition. He's just got such great insight into it, man. Anyway, I'm just rambling yet again. I apologize. These discussions for these episodes have been out of control. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll pass it off there. Guys, what'd you guys think? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below, your interpretations, your reads on this episode. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you guys thought. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. If you want to see the full length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny, Shara, Ryan, Karen, York, Coruscant, Margaret Grace, Melito, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey Hale, Jake Cantrell, Eric Official, Amy Becca, and Casey Wood. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. That's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.